Hi, I'm Shivam.
Hi, I'm Izzy.
And this is PhoenixChat.
Where one of us can read.
Which one?
You find out.
Hi, and welcome back to PhoenixChat. This is part 2 of the part 1 episode we released a little bit earlier this week. So I highly recommend you check out that video first before you check this one out so you can get the necessary context for all the things we're going to be talking about in this episode. So getting right into it. So why the holiday party? I mean, we really wanted to have some kind of downtime here. I feel like especially with everything that's been going on, just having those moments of downtime really kind of works and helps. And on top of that too, the holiday idea, you guys are in a very wintry themed location. I figured if we're just going to do a Christmas themed episode, I could wait all the way until Christmas, or I could just do it now. Yeah. My DM philosophy is if I'm trying to plan out something cool, do I have any sort of reasons or ways for to just make it happen now instead of just saving it for later? So I just decided was one of the things this is a perfect enough excuse to actually properly do this. So fuck it, we're just gonna go for a holiday party.
Hell yeah.
And I honestly really liked it because I think the best part about this is the idea of the gifts. Because I basically kind of told you guys yes, you can spend, if it's a proper magic item that people can use in the party, you need to spend gold. Otherwise I don't really care about the gold you spend. It's just gonna be what you guys decide. And so it just provides you guys this really good opportunity to just roleplay what would my character get in character to this other person, and how does that how do I express the feelings that we had, because one of the biggest themes of this campaign is the family dynamic of it, so being able to really show those bonds in physical tangible ways is really nice. You were the one who really suggested it. I think you were the person, right?
I have no idea. Probably.
Yeah. I think you were just hoping then for just something really cute out of this, just some nice fluffy scenes out of this, and also the whole thing with making a really special memory for Hops.
Yeah. And plus, I feel we all kind of needed it after that intense Legion, plot, and then we're okay.
Literally dying.
How about we take a breather?
Yeah, no, it was definitely a little bit of my apology too for hey, sorry I killed you guys for a little bit there. My bad. Oh man.
Oops.
But getting right down to the nitty gritty of it all. So why did Mariogami dress up? So, I pretty much knew right away, what are the Christmas, tropes I can invoke? And, the goofiest one I thought was, someone needs to dress up as Santa. And I thought, it could be, someone in the party and stuff like that for sure. And I think, you had the suggestion of, making Juliette dress up as that.
Yeah.
But I was already one step ahead of you with there, and, I think my original idea, too, is, I was going to have one of the guild members do it, Cass maybe, or fucking Faith or Zeus, and we're gonna all show up or something like that, but I couldn't really justify the travel time and stuff like that. So I'm who's in the roster could really work, and Mariogami was absolutely perfect because it really shows off her grandmotherly energy where she really cares about you guys and wants you guys to have these silly fun moments. And also shows off the fact that she's just just a little bit unhinged and ready to just do some wild ass shit if it'll make you guys happy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I think some other people's suggestions was just like, yeah, why not mirror Toadbird to do it? Okay, Toadbird would have been fucking hilarious, but like, I couldn't justify like the character reasons for them doing it.
I literally would have lost my entire mind if fucking Toadbird walked in there with us fucking Santa outfit
Yeah,
on.
fucking the Santa beard and the fucking like the big like. Oh my god, that would have been very very good, but I couldn't justify it, unfortunately. And I really liked it, yeah, because again, it's established as a good dynamic for Nario Kami. Because, yeah, she's this wild trickster goddess, and she wants to, like, help people, but she does help people in her own special, twisted way. Oh, and speaking of helping people, yeah, no, giving you the crystal. We can't talk a lot about the nitty-gritties of, like, what happened in that call, because it's still spoilers to the players in the campaign. But I did really enjoy the moment of giving you, like, the option to, like, contact people in your past that, like, you did not know were alive or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess, like, yeah, so I guess what were your thoughts, like, going into this? I think I kind of, like, sprang this on you, was, like, yeah, you have the opportunity to talk to someone from your past, and we'll keep the details not specific about who it was, but, like, I guess what were your thoughts, like, about, like, being able to contact someone from your past like this?
So I thought of two different options. One would be for Juliette to, like, wait until, like, the absolute last possible moment to, like, make sure, like, in like, absolute seclusion, like, nobody would be able to interrupt her, nothing, to call that person. But then I was like, nah, Juliette's way too impulsive, and, like, after hearing this, like, and hearing that solidify that person she thought might have died, like, she had no idea what happened to him, and he's alive, that's, you know, intense, and she's like, I gotta do it now. So I had the option of either or, and I was like, nah, she's too impulsive, and, like, that whole conversation was just, like, so, I like to play Juliette as, like, she always looks forward. She doesn't ever want to dwell too much on the past. That's kind of why she's an alcoholic, because, like, it makes her forget the past, and, like, she doesn't want to dwell on it too long. So, having to talk to that person ripped all of those emotions she shoves down her throat open. Just wide open. All of her emotions, all of her depression, her sadness, her anxiety, her fear, everything came out just by just seeing that person on the other side of that fucking crystal.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, no, it was a really good tonal shift that I really liked to explore that side of Juliette. Oh man. But yeah, and then after you finished the call, I then also explained to you that, like, you kind of said you wanted to keep the crystal, and I said, like, yeah, it's totally fine, but just so you know, like, I had you make an intelligence roll, and you kind of realized that, like, Inario Kami wasn't, like, just bending the rules in order to give you, like, access and contact to this person. She straight up broke a rule in order to help you out with this. And yeah, and this was something I was kind of, like, struggling to figure out, like, would this happen? But, like, I feel like yes, because, like, with Inario Kami, I really wanted to play off the idea of having all these parallels to Juliette, because, like, you know, she's this older, refined version of Juliette still, and so she still has those, like, chaotic impulses, I think, and like, especially considering, like, what all she has, and, like, the idea of, like, it's a very unjust sort of thing. I feel like Inario Kami would just, you know, just this once, because, like, she feels like I can get away with this. She absolutely would, like, break that kind of rule.
Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. I didn't break anything. But, Juliette ended up, destroying the crystal, so that way there was nothing could go, like, be traced back to Inario Kami doing this at all.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, no, like, I enjoyed the creating those more and more of those parallels, though, with Juliette, because, again, like, Inario Kami was designed to be that, like, strong, like, motherly figure in Juliette's life that she does not have, and just, like, showing off the parallels of, like, you know, you can be impulsive but still do, like, the good things with your impulses, like, and like, just breaking the rules doesn't necessarily mean you're doing a bad thing. I really like being able to in character show those sort of things to Juliet, because I feel like she's been taking those, and like the most interesting part about Juliet is like she's been learning from those experiences.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something we forgot to cover in part 1. You want to talk about Mariogami giving you guys like a little gift with your feast?
Oh yes. So she made us this feast, and we were like, oh shit, this is sick. And she was like, hey, I also have another gift for all of you. So she sets down this big old present, and we all open it, and inside is like these tiny little wooden figures of everybody, like Juliet, and they move when they are close to each other, kind of like magnets and stuff. So Boondocks, is twanging on his guitar. Essen is what was that? Was Essen reading a? Oh no, Essen was flicking his whip. Hop's cheeks glow. Juliet was flipping people off, and Morgan was like pewing his gun.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like, that's heckin' cute.
Yeah, it was cute and just a little bit creepy.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh man. Yeah. And then like the breakfast gave you guys a little bit of HP.
Crying at my -2 health.
Ah man. Are you even anywhere near triple digits yet? Like you're like halfway to there, right?
Hold on, let me look. I don't think I am at all.
I think you've finally broken past 50. Meanwhile, the rest of the party's now like triple digits now.
You know what? I don't want to hear it, okay? I would like to point out to everybody listening to this podcast, I have made, ever since I've made Julia, I've made, let's see, Nina, Zoka, Sandriana. Who else did I make? I made somebody else. But all of those characters, at like, right now Juliet's a level 10, and she has fucking 62 health points. Everybody else is over 100 at like level 5 or some bullshit.
Oh, Christ. That's what you get for dumping Khan. And now you know why we never dump Khan.
You know what? I'm stupid.
Oh, man. Okay, this is going off on a tangent, but I'm just having violent flashbacks to, okay, so the first thing I ever got from Izzy.
What?
She sent me her, like, a character sheet, and I look at the stats, and I believe, like, for the rogue, your dexterity was, like, at a 1 or a 0. Your con was at a -1.
I am just dumb, and... It was okay, it's my first time playing a rogue, alright? You gotta cut me some slack.
Sure. Yeah, but I'm just like, just looking at this, looking up at Izzy, like, we gotta make some changes here, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Because you started off the game, too, with, like, if I had let you go with that, like, you would have started off the game with, like, a +2 to hit and, like, 9 health.
Yeah, probably.
Which would have been real fun.
Crying inside.
Oh man. But yeah, so let's get into the dark shit that happened this episode. Juliet being the worst. No, I mean she has trauma, but yeah, if you want to explain the exact reasons to alleviate why Juliet can't say I love you, so it seems less shitty in post.
Okay, so basically when Essen like brought up like I love you to Juliet, it has been a couple of years, like, I'm gonna say like 10, 11 years since somebody has last said those words to her. So the last 2 people she has told that to, she didn't even know if they were alive. And so, like, she has refused to tell that to anybody because she was so, like, she's been through such, like, traumatic experiences with her family and, like, with people that she thought she could trust that she has, like, been unable to, like, really trust anybody at this point except for a very select few. Like, she doesn't even tell Cass, I love you. She, like, her version of I love you is don't die to Cass. And, like, he respects that and says it back. So when Essen brought that up, she was like, oh, no, dude, I physically cannot tell you that because I am so scared something bad will happen to you if I say those words. So that's why she didn't say it back. It's not that she was being a dick or that she doesn't care about Essen and wants to break his heart or anything. It's just she has been through such shit that she doesn't want anybody else, like, hurt how she has seen those people hurt.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, it was one of those things, like, it was heartbreaking in the moment because, like, of course, Essen didn't realize that until I think you end up explaining a little bit later. But, like, it makes sense on both sides because, like, Essen does want to have someone that he can be actually really close to, and, like, Juliette's still absolutely not in a place where she can do that quite yet. She still needs to figure out, like, a journey of self-care still. You know, it's definitely an interesting point in the relationship for sure.
Yeah.
And the last thing I wanted to wrap up with was the dynamic with Essen and Juliette, just like as parents to Hops. Yeah, if you want to explain a little more about that.
So, like, it's kind of like good cop, bad cop. That's the best way I can explain it. So, like, Essen, like, yes, he's a good dad, and he wants the best. He wants the absolute best for Hops, just like Juliette does. But Essen and Juliette have two different ways of parenting. So Juliette has been brought up, they've both been brought up in very shitty, like, parental guidances. Like, his dad was a dick, her mom was a bitch, you know. It's the only parental figure that either of them has ever had, is Juliette's father, is the only, like, her biological father, is the only source of, like, love and affection she's ever gotten from a parental person. I have no idea about Essen yet. Even now, I still have no idea. But at the time, we both knew that we grew up in pretty shitty ways, and we wanted to have the best for Hops. Like, that's why we strive, Jesus, to try and be better parents for Hops. So, Juliette, she's more of a tough love kind of person. Like, that's with Cass, that's with anybody. The Chaos Gremlins, like, everything. She loves people unconditionally, but she's not gonna admit it straight up. She will do things for people, and you will have her undying loyalty, but, like, she's not gonna straight up tell you any of that, and she will be hard on you, but in a matter of this will make you better if I do it this way. Essen, on the other hand, tries to explain things. Juliette just acts. Essen explains. Essen explains, like, hey, you can't do this because of this reason, or, hey, why don't we do it this way? He has a much, like, more gentler approach versus a very more brash approach that Juliette has.
Yeah. I think it works out really well because you end up being, like, the dream team to, like, make up for each other's, like, flaws in the parenting style because of that, and because you can do, like, the two-pronged approach there. It definitely is interesting, though. Just like the very much the opposites attract sort of deal.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Alright, yeah, so time to wrap things up then?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Yeah, so a special shout out to our patrons, the Modgoth, Nyquil Dreamer, and Spicy Turntable. You guys help us make more and better content for you guys. And if you guys want to become a Patreon member, you can find the link in our description. We're posting previews of our Keepers of Order animatic. The sketches should be up there fully. So, yeah, all that's left to do is the line work, and then hopefully we have something out in August, September. Yeah, Izzy, you want to plug our Twitch?
Yeah, so every Tuesday at 2:30 CST, 3:30 EST on Twitch, if you look up Keeper of Kitsune, we stream our Illuna Nights campaign, and you can see all of Indigo's horrible exes. Fun fact, every Crimbo, which is what Boondock and Hope's Landing calls Hollyday, Ma makes her world-famous fruitcake that is so hard and heavy that Boondock and Bo are the only two that have been able to cut through it. PhoenixChat! Yay!